Hello everyone, you're watching The Guest. After obtaining the A-level certificate degree, in the case of students who obtained it this year, many students do not know what graduate studies they are going to pursue in order to have a job that they will be passionate about once they graduate. Today's topic is the ins and outs of the job of stewardess or cabin crew. Thanks to this topic and our guests, we hope to be able to inspire and help any student passionate about cabin crew jobs. Our dear guest is Okaga Grass Astride. She's a stewardess. Ma'am, welcome to Gabo 24 on our show.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
So how do you feel?
I'm feeling great. Thank you. I'm fine.
Let's start straight. Can you tell us exactly what is your activity, who you are? Introduce yourself.
Okay, my name is Grace. I'm a cabin crew. I'm working for an international airline, which is Ethiopian Airlines. Yeah.
So you work for Ethiopian Airlines as a cabin crew.
Yes, exactly.
So what is it exactly about? What is the definition of that job?
Well, being a cabin crew is being like a waiter in the air, actually. But it's being a waiter who knows how to ensure the safety and the security of our passengers while providing them a quality service. That's pretty it.
Okay, so what are the criteria to become a flight attendant?
Well, to become a flight attendant, you need to be at least 18 years old. You need to be 5 meters tall. You need to be
5 feet tall?
5 feet tall, I'm sorry, yeah. 5 feet tall. You need to have your baccalaureate. What else? You need to speak English properly. You need to have good communication skills. And also you need to know how to swim. It's very important.
To know how to swim?
Yes.
Because of any kind of...
Yeah, if there is a ditching, what we call a ditching, it's actually a crash on water. If there is a ditching, you need to know how to swim, and eventually you need to be able to save at least one passenger.
Is there any age limit? Because you're talking about 18 from down, but up. Is there any limit? Like for 40, you cannot be a flight attendant if you are 40 or 45?
I wouldn't say there is a age limit, but you know, it's a very quick kind of work. So if you are 40, I guess you're supposed to be married and have children. So I guess it's not for you anymore. But if you still feel like you can do that, then...
Okay, so what makes a good cabin crew, and what is this job about? Like, how can one of your teammates, if I can say, I don't know if we say that, one of your colleagues, what makes one better from one another?
Well, just like I said now, a good cabin crew is a crew who is able to ensure the safety and security of her passengers from point A to point B while providing them a quality service. It's all about safety. The main purpose of a cabin crew is safety, the safety of our passengers, because as soon as they get inside the aircraft, they put their lives into your hands.
Into your hands.
Yes.
So your training is all about safety, being able to make the people in your aircraft, like even when they look at you, they have to feel safe.
Exactly.
So people have to be also, for ladies, beautiful, for guys, handsome.
Yeah, this for the passengers, of course they want to, when they see a cabin crew, they want you to be good looking, to be well make up, to your nails to be clean and neat, your uniform also to be neat. But for us, the main purpose is to be able to give you first aid in case you're having a heart attack, for example, or in case a pregnant woman is about to give birth.
So you are able to make a lady give birth in a plane?
Yeah, we get the training for that.
Or heart attack, you can help somebody
exactly.
with, how do we call that, PCR?
Exactly.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So that 3 months of training, it is all about that?
It's intense training. We learn and how to give the first aid, as I said. We learn the emergency procedures. So emergency procedures can be maybe if there is fire in flight, you know it's in the air, so the aircraft can get fire in like a few seconds. So you have to be quick and react like very fast.
Okay, now, you didn't say that in the beginning, but you are Gabonese.
Yes, I am.
100% Gabonese.
100%.
And can you tell us, was that your dream when you were a young girl? Did you dream about becoming a flight attendant?
Yeah, when I was young, when I was still in high school, it was my dream. But people told me like, you are too short, You don't speak English because at that time I wasn't speaking English. You don't speak other languages because for many people you have to speak at least 4 or 5 different languages. So I got discouraged and I left it behind me. I just gave up on my dream.
So now in your company, are there many Gabonese people in there?
Yeah, we are actually 11 crews from Gabon.
11 Gabonese people.
Exactly, yeah.
Is everything good there for Gabonese people? Are they well treated?
We are well treated and we are like behaving good. Like, yeah.
Oh, okay. So now let's talk about your daily life. How does this job affect your daily life? How do you manage your timetable and family duties?
Well, my life totally now, it's depending on the job. When I'm working, when I was working, I have to be 3 weeks per month, 3 weeks out of 4, I have to be in Addis Ababa, and 1 week I have to be here. So when you calculate it, the total is like you spend only 3 months here in Gabon, and then the 9 months left, you'll be there. So you missed a lot of things. You miss weddings, you miss engagement parties, you miss funerals, and so many stuff. And even when you come, when you want to meet maybe your family or relatives or friends, maybe they're not available, they are busy because they also have their own lives. So it's very difficult. You end up being kind of lonely.
So it demands you to have a kind of toughness of mind, because somebody can collapse if you cannot see your family, you cannot see your husband or, I don't know, your fiancé. How do you manage with that, especially in the personal relationship aspect?
Well, you have to deal with that. One way or another, you have to be strong in mind. You have to pray also a lot, I think, because it's very difficult.
Always.
Yeah.
But let me tell you, can you tell me what are the stereotypes of this job? Because we all see the TV, American films, and so, I don't know, you are in the job. What can you tell us about these stereotypes and how do you respond to them?
Okay, the main stereotypes are that the fact that people think that cabin crews, they are like materialistic girls. They only dating, how do you call it, ministers, or I don't know, ministers or big personalities. So they think we are, if I can say, light girls. So it's
easy people.
Exactly. And how do I respond to them? I would just tell them that you just bringing on the job the behavior you were having before. If you were an easy girl before, you're just going to continue being an easy girl. That's it.
No, I think you are respectable people. And
thank you.
I hope everybody will understand that you are people that have studies, you made studies, you have a family, and you are giving what you've got. So let's hope they will respect more what you are doing. But what do you tell to all the youngsters who want to become a flight attendant? What can you tell them? How can they realize that dream that you had and you made possible?
Okay, I'll just tell them to, if it is your dream, if it is their dreams to become cabin crew, they shouldn't give up on themselves. They should focus, study well, because after the cabin crew life, there is another life. So they need to have a specific training or formation, and just apply and never give up. Even if they get rejected, they should keep on applying and start behaving like a cabin crew. Like, you know that as a cabin crew, I shouldn't do, for example, I shouldn't have tattoos. So don't get tattoos because you know it's going to be...
So if you have tattoos, you will not be selected?
If you have tattoos, especially on the visible part like arms or the neck.
So you can have it on your back? Or...
Yeah, if it's on the back or on your stomach, it's okay because it's not visible.
So what are the consequences? Because you said when you were working, earlier, what are the consequences of COVID-19 on air transportation and on your work specifically?
Yeah, I think the consequences are quite visible because of the pandemic. The countries closed their borders and they were locked down. So if the airports are closed, aircraft cannot land and they cannot take off anymore. So no airports available, no passengers, no work, no money. Actually, that's the thing. And for many people that in which the economy depends on tourism, for example, if you don't have tourists, how are you going to manage? It's very difficult.
Okay, do you think the COVID-19 is the beginning of a big change in the way people travel from today on?
Definitely, yeah, I would say it's the beginning of a new way of traveling. For example, physically, for us and for the passengers, now we have to wear gloves. We have to put on
hydroalcoholic
exactly
gel.
Exactly, hydroalcoholic gel. We have to wear gloves. Even the way of giving service, for example, in business class, you have to give them on tray anymore. We cannot put the plate on the table tray. It's also, I think it will be a change also in the health measures. So I think soon we will ask for COVID-19 vaccine. So I think, yeah, it's going to bring a lot of change.
We didn't say it before, but I know you have a degree in tourism.
Yes.
So how do you see yourself in 10 years or 20 years? Do you see yourself still in the air crew cabin, or do you see yourself doing something else?
Well, in 10 years' time, I see myself having my own travel agency, my own restaurant. I see myself as a businesswoman.
Can you also tell your last word after that, because we are almost at the end?
Okay, my last word will be...
No, you can still tell how you see yourself, but at the end, just...
Okay, I see myself, as I said, as a businesswoman. Definitely, I don't want to be working for other people after this work. So, yeah, that's it.
And your last word?
My last word, I don't know. Thank you for having me on this platform. It was my pleasure and honor to be here and to defend my work, because it has a lot of stereotypes. So I hope I made it a little bit more clear and understandable for many people.
Thank you for coming on our show. I just remind that you are Mrs. Okaga Astride.
Yes, exactly.
You are stewardess from the company Ethiopian Airlines.
Thanks.
Today's program was still related to the ins and outs of the job of stewardess. Note that this program session was on behalf of freshman students. Ladies and gentlemen, watch out. COVID-19 is not yet over. Respect their gestures. Keep watching our programs on social networks, Facebook, Twitter, and streaming on YouTube. Thank you, goodbye, and see you soon, Mrs. Okaga.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much.